Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to chapel. Today we have two very special guests, two people who are former students at Concordia St. Paul. We're going to start by singing the school song, which they know very well, right? We're not going to start by singing this. But this is Joel and Aimée Pakan. Many of you remember them. They are, for many years now, have been traveling with the Tangled Loop, and they are here to share word of Lord with us today and share some songs. I hope you all got both. If you didn't, this is their work, their energy. So let's welcome them in a warm welcome, but begin with a word of prayer as well. Let's pray. Lord God, you are King of creation and yet friend to sinners, and for this we give you thanks and praise, and we give you thanks and praise for leading us through this season of Lent, for giving us the gift of your word and your word through music. This morning we give you thanks for the gift of Joel and Aimée Pakan, and we ask that you bless and watch over their ministry, and we thank you for their presence among us today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Tom. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us. I think we're going to start with the song that's right on the front page of that insert that you have, the Kyrie. And this is a new song in a liturgy that Aimée and I are writing. So we'll just start off, and I'll make this one little note. That you see there's a line that is regular typeface and a line that's italic. And so I'm singing the first line, Amy's singing the italicized line, and you can sing whichever line you want. It doesn't matter, it's really okay. It's free form, all right? So we're going to try this here, this Kyrie. Goes like this. Mercy, mercy on me.
Please let us pray.
This is a prayer and this is a plea.
For peace from above.
Penitence and joy rise up and fall down.
For salvation.
Sorrow and grace in love to trial.
Is King.
Let's all but I know you can get these ancient words, Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison, so let's try that chorus together, all right? You ready? Here we go. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison, Kyrie talking about this time when Martin Luther, after he was being stopped, the Pope had stopped hunting him, and he decided he would go out and check up on the churches that were a part of this new Reformation movement. And so he showed up in this church unannounced, was sitting there in the middle of the congregation, and at one point, right in the middle of the service, he stood up, brought the service to a halt, and loudly pronounced, "I will not return to this church until you learn to sing better." And he walked out.
We plan on doing this one.
No, not here.
My heart still stays.
I know, all right. So one other story from Germany. So Aimée and I, we got to go play in Germany in 2013. It's one of those great things when you grow up in this Lutheran tradition. Every once in a while people call you, and so the call came in and said, "Hey, would you like to come play in this little town?" We said, "Sure, we play in little towns all the time." They said, "Wittenberg, Germany." We said, "Yes." And so the second day after we got to They said, well, we'd like you to go play in some of the small towns outside of Wittenberg, welcome in some of the rural communities to come be a part of our festival called the Luther 500. We said, great, where are we going? They said, we're sending you to Schmilkendorf. We were like, oh, you're punking us. That doesn't exist. They said, no, really, you're going to Schmilkendorf, you're going to play. We said, okay, great. And so there was a Lutheran pastor who had a van. Now, Schmilkendorf, that was not his church. He had actually never been to Schmilkendorf. He could not find it. The GPS could not find this town called Schmilkendorf. And so we arrived 5 minutes after the concert was supposed to start. And we walked into this little church, this little church in a town of about 100 stone homes, a little hill there right in the center of town with this little church. The stones had been stacked in the 1100s. This little space that held about 45 people. We walked into the only door in the back of the church. 44 of the 45 seats were filled with Germans who were sitting there just like you are now. Yes, like that, facing an empty altar area. They weren't even talking to one another. They were just sitting there silent. And we're late. We're like, what words can we say to these people? I mean, we don't know any German. Well, okay, I know one word in German, beer. But it didn't seem appropriate at the time. So we realized there are some ancient words of the faith that have crossed time, crossed oceans. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. These are words that we all can connect with. And so we started singing this Kyrie. They started singing along. And wow, did they sound good. In that old church, that place that had been standing for 800, 900 years. And so whenever anyone sounds so good now, when we come back here and we sing here in our home, we say they're schmilkenroofing it. You're not quite there yet, but you're going to get there, all right? We're going to try the second verse. It goes like this. Mercy, mercy, God. For everyone who mercies pour out. All are here and reach beyond our bounds. With thanks and eager silence calling out. Kyrie eleison. Lord have mercy. Ah, there you go. Yeah. All right, so as we were thinking about writing these words and these melodies to ancient parts of the liturgy, we didn't want to mess it up, and so we went to, one of those fonts of all knowledge. We wikied, we Googled the Kyrie. And I found something out that I wasn't familiar with. I know the Kyrie is this prayer of penitence. Lord, have mercy on me. I am a fallen and broken person. I am in need. What I didn't realize was that the early church also had a second interpretation for this Kyrie. They saw it as a prayer of praise. Lord, thank you for this mercy that never ends. And I was like, wow, that's really a lot to pack into simple words like Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. But I realized the way to make that work is to put it into a dance, into 3/4 time. What better way to bring these separate things together, penitence and praise, that are such a part of all of our days. We rise up in the morning, we rise up saying, like, I don't think I can do this. Lord, I need some help. And he comes and he says, I will be what you need. I will provide for you all that you need. Lean into me. I got you. And so it allows us to then rise in praise, in thanksgiving. that seat there in the back. It was a Lutheran church, so it was surprising there were still a couple seats available in the back, but there were. And so she sat down, this mother and her daughter. And we were singing this Kyrie, and it was in August, and so it was one of the 2 weeks of summer that Alberta has. And so this daughter was wearing this summer dress, this red summer dress, and she was kind of standing in the aisle, just on the edge. And then she realized, I saw it happen in her head, she realized, oh, you know, if I just kind of do this a little bit, my dress doesn't fan out. Oh, that's kind of cool. And here we are, we're playing this waltz, you know. She's like, oh, I think I can feel this tempo just a little bit. And so she started just spinning a little bit. And as the song was going, every time she'd kind of spin a little bit, I could see her mom kind of reach for her just a little bit. And surprisingly, the daughter would just spin a little further away until she was doing full circles right there in the middle of the aisle. And her mom was turning the color of her daughter's dress. And it was getting to that third verse, and her daughter was just spinning there, kind of coming even closer to us. And I stopped right there in the worship and I said, oh, you all are singing beautiful. You really should look into this. But there's one person here in your congregation that's really getting this. She's really understanding what a Kyrie is. She's dancing in the middle aisle. And I think that's what we're called to do. That we're called to stand up in our day and acknowledge our deep need, and then also acknowledge in praise all that has been given to us. And I don't know where to go from there. Where do you think, Aimée? We have another 5 minutes.
How about
A sermon. That's a great call. Okay, so this is at the very back of this bulletin insert. And these were some songs that we shared up at Jason Neal's congregation on Sunday. And so we pulled them out of the recycle bin, knowing that we would be here on Tuesday. So this is a wonderful hymn by our friend Pakan. And before Aimée and I were married, we met here at Concordia. I know. Although the story is that we only had one class together. And the only reason Aimée came to talk to me in that one class is because I brought my guitar in one day.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cold day. It was like, you know, February. And I was living on campus and Aimée was living on campus. We didn't have any common friends. But I brought my guitar in because I didn't want it sitting in my car. And so she came over to ask about the guitar. So now we tell people all the time, guys, just go buy an empty guitar case. You don't even learn how to play it. It doesn't matter. I mean, just walk around with a guitar case, at least the conversations, it's great. And so Aimée at the time was playing in a band with Kathy Pino, the writer of this song, and it's one of our favorite songs. We're working on putting it onto our new CD.
I'll teach you the chorus first. The verses are practically identical to the chorus. So as you go home, please join us. The chorus goes like this. Make each word from my lips
my old professors here, and I would love to chat with them.
You mean professors you've known for a while?
Yes. Nice, nice, nice. One little advertising break this morning is brought to you by the maker of caffeine.
It is just another way